Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Lowry. I'm Andrew Hartley, Director of Legal at the University of Salford. I'd like to warmly welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. I'd also like to thank the University of Salford Graduation Band. I'm sure you'll agree that their performance has really got the ceremony off to a great start, and therefore graduands, your relationship with the university doesn't end when you graduate. In fact, it's only just beginning. You are now a member of a global alumni community of over 175,000 graduates. We would like to keep in touch with you to ensure that you are kept up to date on the latest benefits and services available as a member of our alumni network. Look out for an email from our alumni engagement team over the next couple of days, inviting you to download a free clip of yourself crossing the stage today. The team will also be in touch to provide you with information about our Graduate Life website. This provides helpful information and tips about life as a graduate, from careers advice to travelling and managing your money. And you'll also be invited to join From Salford, our exciting new alumni networking and mentoring hub, instantly connecting you to an online community of Salford alumni and supporters living across the globe, giving you the opportunity to expand your own professional network, get helpful career tips from leaders in your field, and even request one to be your mentor. May I ask if you kindly ensure that your mobile phones are switched off for the duration of the proceedings. The ceremony will now begin. For those of you who are able, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
I declare this congregation open to present the awards of the University of Salford.
Graduands and distinguished guests, please welcome Professor Alan Walker, Dean of the School of Arts and Media.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you to this special day in which you, graduands, supported by friends and family, will receive your degrees, and we, as part of the wider academic community, join you in formally acknowledging your achievements and celebrating your success. As your Dean, I want to warm you up, or perhaps settle you down, by saying a few words about creativity and community. Recently, with colleagues in China, we produced a series of drawings about rabbits. And afterwards, I was minded of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Alice, of course, is led by the white rabbit, the embodiment of her curiosity into Wonderland, a place which forces her to adjust her viewpoint and challenge those of others around her. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the one that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 foot tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell them a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. And call Alice when she was just small. Being creative requires a different way of looking at the world, one in which received ideas are challenged, in which controlled failure is an integral part of the process, and in which self-reflection and criticism go hand in hand with rigorous application of method. Like Alice, this is a process which challenges normal or standard ways of looking. Like her, you will have experienced the downside as well as the magic of creating something new. It is important to remember that your particular skills are increasingly in demand in Industry 4.0, and you have the opportunity, all of you, to take leading roles in the positive transformation of our society. Go ask Alice, I think she'll know, when logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the dormouse said. Grace Slick wrote these lyrics to her song White Rabbit in 1967, the year before she joined the San Francisco Bay band Jefferson Airplane. The single was released in 1969, and despite concerns about possible censorship, it went on to become one of the defining songs of the period. In terms of meaning, she has always maintained it was about the positive power of education. This leads me to my second point, about community. Please remember that you are lifelong members of the academic community here at Salford, and as you will have seen, we have more than a few Red Queens, White Knights, Mad Hatters, and at least one Dormouse. We look forward to hearing from you, to celebrate your successes, to work with you in further academic endeavour, and also to support you where we can. Perhaps most importantly, we're here as a constant reminder of the life-enhancing benefits of chasing your creativity and intellectual curiosity. And so, what was it the Dormouse said? Go ask Alice, I think she'll know, when logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the Dormouse said. Feed your head, feed your head. It is now my pleasure to introduce the presiding officer for this ceremony, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall.
Thank you very much, Alan. Interesting poem. Thank you. I'm just trying to work out who the doormat is at the moment. Well, first of all, welcome to everyone. It's a fantastic opportunity here for all of us today to share this fantastic day of celebration with you. As Vice-Chancellor of the University of Salford, it's a real privilege to see so many of you coming across the stage today to receive your awards. We're here to congratulate you, our next generation of graduates, and wish you well and tell you just how proud we are of your achievements and wish you every success as you embark on the next chapter of your life. This is a kind of staging post for you today. It's a real marker in the sand, but it's not the end, I hope, of your relationship with Salford. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work. You know, remember back in school, all those days at school, working hard to get into university, and then the time you've spent at university working hard to get where you are today. Also, a real warm welcome to your friends and family, who I'm sure have supported you all the way through your studies. And if any of you are like my children, I take my hat off to the mums and dads, particularly to the bank of mum and dad. Believe me, it doesn't end here. So, your university journey, it's a pivotal moment in your life. Alongside the specific things that you've studied, the things you've learned, the things you've created, you've made a whole load of friends. And many of my friends now are people I've known for a long time, since my university days. And they're still my very close friends today. And I hope that for many of you, that in many years to come, you will maintain those friendships that you've built over the time here at Salford. Also, during your time here, you've not just studied and learnt about the subjects you're studying. I hope you've learned a bit about yourselves. I have a saying that the word fail stands for first attempt in learning. And when you go forward in life, not everything runs smoothly or in a straight line. Life tends to zigzag a bit, and there are a few rocks in the road as you go along. But things will go wrong. You will fail at things. But the people who don't fail, in my book, are not trying. So please go out there and push the envelope and make a difference to the world. I can remember quite a few years ago now, when I was sat where you were sat, waiting for the Vice-Chancellor to stop rambling on in their speech and get on with it so I could get up on the stage and get my degree. And remember, the lasting memory I have is sat there looking at the steps, which were incredibly steep, and looking at my shoes that had heels like that, and thinking, this is one of the worst calls I've made in my life so far. And my real memory and my real worry, I can't actually remember doing any handshaking or anything like that, was making sure I got up the steps, and actually the most difficult thing was getting down the steps. So I'm just flagging to you, ladies, in case. So, I'm really proud to be the Vice-Chancellor of this university because we're a bit different. One of the things we're very focused on is real learning for real careers and the real world. So, yes, there's theoretical knowledge built into every degree programme we offer, but actually what we're very focused on is ensuring students get the opportunity to practice that knowledge in the environment that they're likely to go and work in. And we work very hard to give all our students the opportunity to do some work placement internships and work-based live real projects during their time here. And at the end of the ceremony today, we're going to see three students are going to come up and we're going to celebrate a piece of work they've done for the university in terms of a live project brief. And they've done an absolutely great job, and we'll talk about that at the end of the ceremony. I left university many years ago. I studied law. I went into legal practice for a very short time. My passion in law was corporate law and taxation. And when I went into legal practice, this is way back in the day, they put me in the family law department and then the probate department. I kind of kept saying, when am I going to get in the corporate department? They said, well, you know, you're a girl, you know, you're better in family law and probate. I thought, well, forget that, I'm moving on. So legal practice was not for me. I went back and did some research at university, and while I was doing some research, in order to feed myself, I started doing some teaching, and I absolutely loved it. And that was the beginning of my career in academia. And it's been a really interesting journey. It's not been a straight line. It's been a very zigzaggy line. And so what I'm saying to you is that when you go out there, don't think the world just moves forward in a straight line. There are lots of rocks in the road. There are lots of bends and twists and turns. What you've got to do, though, is be pushing the envelope, pushing yourselves forward and making a difference. And one of the things I've observed through my career is 3 kinds of people that I've come into contact with. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who wondered what just happened. Now, you guys have got to think about which one of those people you're going to be. And what we work really hard at Salford is to try and make you that first person, the person who makes things happen. So don't go out there and be afraid to push the envelope. Have the conversations with the people you're working with. Test what the thinking is and really make a difference. So we're really proud of you. And we're really proud of all the things you've achieved and all the things that we hope you're going to achieve. As a university, we're really going places. We're the 5th fastest growing university in the UK in terms of student recruitment. Students are really knocking at the door because they want that real world experience. They want to come here and get not just the knowledge, but also the skills to go out there and make a difference in the world. One of the things that we've started is degree apprenticeships. Very much a government initiative. We were a bit uncertain about it at the beginning. We experimented a little bit, but now we are offering over 11 programmes with 100 employers across health, digital, engineering, business, construction and biomedical sciences. And we have over 400 students on those programmes, and they are continuing to grow. This year, in our health school, we were awarded a national award to be the lead centre for a doctoral training programme in prosthetics and orthotics, making a real difference to people who have lost limbs and who need prosthetics and orthotics in order to live normal lives. We're leading a consortium of other universities, including Imperial College London and the University of Strathclyde, and we've been recognised for the excellence that we have in those areas. In your own school, we've been doing some fantastic things. 25 of our fashion students showcased their collections in New York Fashion Week. What about that? That's phenomenal. So, we're really excited about where we are as a university. We're really excited about the opportunities for the future, and we're really excited that you are graduating today. Importantly, we want you to stay in touch. You're about to become part of a family of alumni that are around the globe of 175,000 people. And we're in touch with a lot of those students, a lot of those graduates. And a lot of those graduates come back and work with us. We would love to hear from you 12 months, 24 months' time. Come back, talk to the students of the day then about what it's like out in the real world and in the workplace. How can you work with us going forward? How can we continue to support you going forward to make the most we can of your career opportunities? But today is not just, it is about you, but I'd also like to thank colleagues on the stage here behind me who have got you to where you are today, as well as your parents, friends and family. So please, graduates, round of applause. So my last request to you is please stay in touch, please join the Alumni Association, please give back to the university and also continue to talk to us about how we can continue to support you through your career. Finally, I invite you to reflect on your abilities and social obligations as graduates and ambassadors of the university. Work for the benefit of others. Be a catalyst for positive change. Wherever you choose to live or work, contribute to your communities. Seize the opportunities that life gives you. Cherish the memories of your time here at Salford. Be proud of what you've achieved. Be bold in your aspirations. The future is now yours to make and take. And as we like to say at Salford, Go out there and become unstoppable. Congratulations to you all.
We will now commence the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the School of Arts and Media. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Professor Alan Walker, Dean of the School of Arts and Media, to present the Postgraduate Awards.
Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Arts and Media, I present for the award of Doctor of Philosophy, Citizen Journalism, Public Interest and Social Media in Saudi Arabia, Al-Jawhara Awaid Al-Matari. The Velvet Sky in memory of Stephen Duckhouse, Cherie Batista. The Malady Lingers On, the abject and contemporary Asian horror cinema, Daniel Hay.
We will continue the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the School of Arts and Media. Each student will be presented individually for their awards. I'd like to invite Nigel Howe, Associate Dean, Strategy and Operations of the School of Arts and Media, to present the awards.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Arts and Media, I present for the award Master of Arts Creative Writing Innovation Experiment, Stephen Anthony Lomas.
We will now commence the presentation of the Undergraduate Awards from the School of Arts and Media. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Rosie Miller, Director of Art and Design of the School of Arts and Media, to present the awards.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Arts and Media, I present for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Design, Matthew Bowes, Samantha Cheffings, Alexander Jonathan Shermack. Adam Haywood, Anissa Rahman, Benjamin Harry Kenyon Rhodes, Josephine Thomason. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Digital Media, Zach Amos, Harry Andrew Flynn, George Hurst, Charlotte Lawrenson, Jack Mace, Louis McCulloch, Josh Morrison, Jonathan Orchison, Naomi Price. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Drama and Creative Writing, Joshua Ian Bratherton, Rebecca Louise Hampson, George Alexander Harrison, Dominica Leah Jackson, Charlotte Louise Macmillan, Matthew Marsden, Bo Pudsey. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English and Creative Writing, Katie Barnes, Rachel Bowdler, Rachel Mary Carter, Charlotte Jackson, David Neal, Megan Powell, Georgia Beth Thorothan. They asked me to speak it. Elsie Unsworth and Amy Louise Walton. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English and Drama, Rachel Kate Bolquill, Lauren Bennett, Megan Geeney, Jessica Louise Olivia McAdam, Josie Colleen O'Connell, Amy Plummer, Montana Trudy Rowlands, Claudia Thomas, Faye Tulisios, Holly Nicole Walton. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English and Film, Patricia Shaman Berthier, Jacob Cameron Bywater, Olivia Jessica Rose Crook, Rhys Delaney, Abigail Ferris, Matthew Fitzgerald, Caitlin Rose Lowe, Caitlin McBride, Kaylee Rose McFadden, Ben Ramsey, Matthew Rogers. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Language, Alina Akmal, Heather Begg, Sarah Blood. Leanne Megan Brown, Emilia Burns, Maliha Janat Chowdhury, Melissa Jane Cliff, Avril Marcia Cook, Rianne Doris Farah. Georgina Gormley, Carl Adam Hamlington, Alice Hannon. Molly Harding, Elizabeth Harrison, Aisha Imran. Taklima Mahua Khanum, Shafa Nadim, Hannah Naylor. Flora Mary Watson, Igran Yassin, Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Language and Creative Writing, Ilana Miranda Rachel Anthony, Daniel Lovett, Helena Wright. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Literature, Adiba Harif, Michaela Jocelyn Bell, Kevin Edward Brooke. Shannon Laura Devani, Cameron Fawcett, Lauren Goddard. Lucy Elizabeth Hilditch, Lauren Pearl LaRue, Ashton McCann, Molly Park, Junailan Penyu, Sophie Unsworth. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, English Literature with English Language, Lucy Rose Bennett, Georgia Louise Brown, Juweru Patel. Jessica Louise Porter, Lucy Purvis, Kaylee Stevenson, Shana Turner. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Fashion Design, Hannah Armson, Katie Bird, Sophie Blackwell, Jenny Cam, Lucy Clues Jones, Emilia De Mantuvicuti, Chiara Del Hunte, Gabriel Duquera. Shakira Folks, Luca France, Emma Gaines. Alicia Louise Harrison, Molly Haydock, Emma Victoria Homewood. Dylan Adam Hughes, Megan Hind, Alexander King Jervis. Alexandra Makowska, Chloe Eleanor Marshall, Nid Matamela. Amelia Jane Payton, Irene Philippou, Ellis Power. Jordana Roberts, Samantha Louise Ryan, Natalie Slater. Grace Stead, Afa Tilpour, Tai Hong An UV, Kiwi Louise Ward, Bethany Watson, Kiara Wolfe. Amy Wright, Yi Chu. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Fashion, Image Making and Styling, Christina Almond, Louise Amos, Cameron Alexander Anderson, Abigail Alice Barks, Eleanor Bates, Bethany Kavanagh Johnson, Christy Cole, Georgia Cramp, Ariana Del Monte, Lashun Renee Tia Douglas, Imogen Fish, Jessica Louise Hussein. Natalie Iona, Lucy Alice Jarvis, Alice Kingsley. Emily Jade Lowndes, Leah Francis Lowry, Lucy Martin. Ashley McCormick, Inez Teodora Pedro Nuegra da Rocha, Tara Perry. Eilish Molly Probin, Yasmin Rohai, Shannon Roberts. Roxana Sayed Eshdoost, Helen Catherine Sullivan, Simran Takar. Laura Abbey Taylor, Anna Wadilove, Kate Elizabeth Walker. Bryony Siobhan Walsh, Monica Jo Zuli Virgin, Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Film and TV Set Design, Helen Ann Finley, Corinne Griffin, Stephanie Lindford. Emily Manning, Jason Thomas McCormick, Adele Murphy and Lewis Waite. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Film Production, Harrison Barlow, Victoria Barrera Howarth, Hazira Begum. Jay Best, Dominic Birmingham, Luke Samuel Christian Bravin. Benjamin Briggs, Charles Daniel Brooks, Harriet Mary Buckley. Richard Andrew Burtonshaw, Joshua Costello, Benjamin Javier Darlington. Samuel Davis, Holly Drabble, Caitlin Laurel Durham. Rebecca Edge, Lewis Evans, Lewis Evers. Samuel Fitzjohn, Jessica Fogg, Lucy Frodsham. Samuel Frost, Jara Gandhi, Andrada Diotti. Gurjeevan Gill, Jamie Patrick Gracefa, Connor Paula Grady. Luke Hall, Kanan Hallam, Matthew David Harden. Sophie Hare, Jonathan Dean Harton, Alex Herring. Gemma Hogarth, Cameron Hussein, Joseph Bradley Ibbotson. James Jarvis, Jamie Allen Johnson, William Jordan. Robert Barry Jones, Carl John Koo, Jacob Lathbury, Amy Jade Lee Brown, Sophie Lloyd Smith, Sarah Elizabeth Martin, Eve McIntyre, Kyle Mitchell, India Moan, Chloe Lee Mullen, Camden Sugru Nightingale, Alex Naira. Rory O'Brien, Tilly May, Angela Ogden, Lewis Oldfield. Emma Pinkney, Georgia Pownell, Faris Salam. Sanchit Sarwal, Luke Schilling, Joshua Simone. Owen William Siri, Callum Skayman, Eleanor Sloan. Julia Strelchuk, Adria Christina Tudor, Amani Vig. Aaron Smythe Wallace, Joshua Warwick, Martin Wellesby. Jordan Wilding, Eleanor Rose Williams, Matthew James Williams. Benjamin Joseph Winstanley, Holly Louise Woolock, Jack Joseph James Wright. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Film Studies. Derek Bennett, Morgan J. Carroll, Rihanna de Bono Smith. Robert Edwards, James Michael Elwyn, Holly Jane Emmett. Jacob Troy Evans, Molly Charlotte Hack, Katie Maguire. Connor Maudsley, Bethany Parr, Patrick Ryman. Ellen Smith, Stephanie How You So, Gabrielle Rennie Southern. Shannon Taylor, Alice Wools, Hazel Woolnough. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Fine Art. Devon Allison, Alana Ash, Molly Balshaw. Rebecca J. Beasley, Francesca Beebe, Amy Brown. Giaspina Josephine Byrne, Karen Careless, Sheldon Thomas Connell. Lauren Ashley Curry, Gillian Davenport, Joanna Heatley. Libby Mead, Chantel Jade Alana Mellor, Christina Ann Neild, Chloe Officer, Jacob Sachs, Liam Stevenson. Jade Summers, Shuma Fadusi Wadood, David Warrington. Amy Wright, Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Graphic Design. Louisa Arras, Uruj Ahmad, Yasmin Eleanor Banks. Jessica Louise Barnett, Dylan Barton, Chibu Bessa. Ryan David Bevan, Alexandra Bicosa, Samantha Jo Blaisbury. Megan Boardman, Matthew Brooks, Connor Brown. Thomas Burns, Nicole Andrea Candiota, Sadil Chowdhury. Aaron Clisby, Kieran Colquitt, Alexandra Claire Cope. Bradley Matthew Crandon, Isabel Dufus, Eleanor Sophie Dunn. Bryony Jade Flaherty, Bethany Jane Forber, Robbie Foster. Isabella Galambashawa, Jessica Vanita Gorton, Natasha Greenhouse. Jennifer Hall, Christopher Hayes, Summer May Henry. Bethany Holt, Liam James Hulse, Mohammed Jahid Hussain. Nicole Jade Jackson, Carl Yakowska, Mark Arthur John Javine. Laura Jones, Jason Liang, Giuseppe Larai. Jordan Lowe, Joshua Edward Leon, Andreas Makanevich. Patrick McMullen, Daniel McPeak, Mohammed Akram Mia. Jessica Elizabeth Miller, Sian Mystery, Lewis John Monk. Laura Catherine Moorcroft, Mark Moore, George Morris. Alex Murray, Michelle Murray, Olivia Nuttall. Alex O'Brien, Faith Parker, Hafsa Patel. Nadia Patterson, Sophie Paulson, Olivia Fivian. Jordan Plant, Gemma Louise Saunders, Mary Elizabeth Sharp. Hannah Simpson, Anthony Paul Sims, Harry Steele. Roxana Tafazoli, Abby Thorpe, Rachel Tobin. Liam Van Hilst, Benjamin Daniel Wallace, Laura Walls. Amy Welsh, Stephanie Grace Whitehead, Adam With. And Daniel Worthington. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Interior Design. Lawrence Alves, Matthew Austin, Amy Louise Carter. Katie Marie Dalgleish, Isha Daywood, Yvonne Susan Douglas. Alice Gail Fulton Russell, Francesca Gibson, Safina Gill. Oliver Martin Lamley, Baiba Lapina, Charlotte McHugh, Holly Nevison. Maxine Jade Adele Onion, Isabel Rigby, Eleanor Siddle. Charlie Nicole Susie Smith, Rebecca Smith. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Media and Performance. Kelsey Jane Adams, Jay Alley, Sophie Lee Aspinall. Daisy Bain, Ross Matthew Bickerdike, Natasha Bloom. Olivia Bowyer, Natasha Brooke, William Thomas Byrne-Jones. Megan Challoner, Megan Cheeseman, Chloe Clark. Louis Claxton, Georgia Nicole Davis, Imogen Deleuze. Rushin Doughty, Adam Douglas, Oliver Dunkley. Lucy Ewington, Brett Fawkes, Caitlin Gaffey. Alice Jane Green, Eleanor Gregory, Oliver Anthony Hill. Eleanor Horton, Stacey Jackson, James Alexander Johnston. Oreyu Kiyudu, Sontoni Dion Kyo Lawson, Stanislava Kovachova. Willem Letjan, Jonathan Ben Matthews, Iona Carol Rachel Jane Maybury. Thomas McCullough, Daniel John William Mayer, George David Moore. Lewis Moore, Theo Aaron Nemard, Gabriel Edward David Don Neege. Veronica Julia Ockroy, Nathan Ousby, Laura Petrie. Iriam Kauser Rashid, Caitlin Robson, Martina Rodriguez Loza. Petru Sandovich, Sebastian Daniel Singh, Rachel Elizabeth Stirrup. James Thiara, Eleanor Fionn Thomas, Joel Michael Robert Vout. Ryan Taylor, Shearsha Wadding Hayes, Brent Marshall Watson, Robin Whipp, Paul Whitehead, Natalie Jane Whitaker, Matthew Christopher Woodcock. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Media Makeup Artistry, Eleanor Staunton. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Games Design and Production, Gary Andres Andrade, Ryan Astles, Molly Bailey. Nathan Bowman, Amy van der Brockbank, Rhys David Anthony Brown. Ben Cumley Excel, Christian Dowell, Connor Freebury. Daniel David Firth, Tobias Allen, Michael Greenslade, Mitchell Ivy. Thomas Kakowska, Naeem Kazmi, Daniel Abram Kingsley. Paulina Carolina Korhauska, Bradley Lomax, Jack Mayer. Peter James Meeks, Alec Robertson, Matthew Andrew Sayers. Niall Scullion, Luke Shelton, Luke Sullivan Corbell. Chifong Eric Tang, Danuka Numesh Wickramasundra. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Game Design and Production with Industry Placement, Christina O'Neill, Lewis Rafter. Foundation Degree Arts, Media Makeup for Fashion, Emma Rain Clark, Chloe Coulson, Raima Edwards. Hannah Halliwell, Courtney Heaton. Okay. Amy Fretter, Emma Rose Callahan, Ellie Pearson, Maria Khan, Saber Wasim.
Well done, everyone. Graduates and distinguished guests, that concludes the presentation of the awards from the School of Arts and Media. Before I invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony, I'd like to inform you that we will be taking a group photograph of all our new graduates outside the theatre on the piazza. Therefore, can I ask all guests to remain in their seats until all the graduates have left the theatre. Graduates, could you please follow the academic procession straight out of the theatre to the piazza for the photograph? Thanks. I would now like, after the ceremony closes, please. I would now like to invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a fantastic parade, some interesting dances from one or two. Impressed. One of the things I said earlier was about the amount of work we try and do here at the university to give our students real-world experiences. I mentioned the fashion display in New York recently our graduates have done, and there are many graduates from this school who I've worked with in our comms department. John is one of them. I don't know whether he's here today. I didn't see him come across the stage, but he's got an internship in our communications department doing a lot of comms, and I've done some filming with him. And we try and give our students a lot of experience. And it's always very nice to be able to call out when students have done something really good in terms of real-world experience. Opportunities in that context are very important. And this year, every year we have awards for our staff who have gone the extra mile within the university, called the Vice-Chancellors Awards. And we normally go to some trophy shop down in central Manchester and decide, you know, we're going to have one of those, one of those, one of those. And just working with colleagues in the school, I said, well, hang on a minute, we've got students who can do this, haven't we? And we commissioned students to design the Vice-Chancellors Award and then make them. And we have something called Makerspace in the university, which is all about 3D printing, laser cutting, all sorts of really fancy stuff. You have to program it all into a computer, and then you design it, and then you make it. The best I've managed to achieve is a beer mat so far, because it's quite easy. It's just a square, and that was all I was allowed to do. So this all happens in something called the Mawson Makerspace, which is sponsored by an industry partner of ours, Mawson's Engineering. And it's an innovative facility which is all about design and making of the future. And we had 3 students who have worked really hard on this, and they have designed and made, and they actually let me do a mould the other day. And I actually managed to fill the mould up with the silicone without spilling it everywhere. But just looking at the awards they've made is fantastic. And I just wanted to acknowledge today what they've done. So can I welcome to the stage, please, Adam Hayward, Alexander Zermak and Matthew Boys. Great. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much. So this is another example of, I mean, we in the university also give students opportunities to work in a whole range of different university departments as well as working externally, because in the end all of the graduates are going to go out in the real world and do real jobs. So it's important that we give them that experience. So just another example of some of the great work going on here in your school and here in our university. So now we have reached the end of this morning's proceedings, and what I would like to do is invite all the graduates to please stand. And my last request to you as your Vice-Chancellor is, Salford University graduates, put on your hats. I now declare this congregation closed. May I invite you all to stand for the leaving procession. Thank you very much.